Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. And well, the old MG is under the knife again, unfortunately. If you haven't seen the short that I made about this, you should probably go take a peek at that. But for those of you that didn't watch it, I'll give you a quick update. Drove it around well, according to this, I put 276 miles on it since I've got it. Apparently, at some point in the course of me having it sit between the farm, here, whatever, some things transpired that I did not know about, and should have checked. That's on me. Should have realized I needed to check that. But I was cruising around and I noticed that the rear end was starting to make a little bit of a howl, a little noise. Thought, yeah, I should probably look into that. But I thought it was the brakes dragging because I've had some issues with the brakes on this car before. And I realized, you know what, I'm going to jack it up. We're going to take a peek at it. So today I go out and go run over. It's a nice day. It's in the 80s today. So for the Midwest, that's a pretty good spring day. And about partway back, little, couple miles back, because my buddy was borrowing it, so it was only, I was only up the road a little bit. The rear end decided to start to make some very unfun sounds, very expensive sounds, and shortly thereafter, it decided to lock up on me. And I managed to limp it off to the side, kind of break it. It seemed like I could kind of pop it free and then get a little farther, and then it would lock up, and I'd pop it free. And bottom line, not what you want to be hearing from your old sports car here. So yeah, where you find me now, I'll bring you around here. So I've got wheels and the axle shafts pulled. This is a third member style rear end, so you can actually just pull the whole carrier right out of it. And you see I have just gotten it pulled out of there. You see it just kind of drops out there, and I using that rag to catch some oil. But yeah, the axle shafts just pull out, and we've just got the third member pulled out here. And believe it or not, this is a aluminum third member. I was very surprised at that. I figured it'd be a cast third member, but it is a aluminum third member. And here, let me zoom you out a little bit here. Jank it across here. And I figured I should bring you all along so you can kind of see what is going on here. But yeah, we pick it up. We see there's treasures falling out of it. Yeah, that looks really good. That's yeah. This third member might be not long for this world anymore, unfortunately. Give you a little better of a look at that. So that's all coming out of the front of it. Shake it around here. I mean, you can hear just how gravelly it sounds. And yeah, here, we'll give me a second here. I'll bring you back here. We'll get her on the bench and we'll take a better look at it. Now, obviously, when you're, tearing into something like this, you want to have a clean workbench. Anyway, so this is what we're looking at here. This is a third member out of a MGB. It's a, I believe this is the earlier style of differential, because this is a 64 car. You can kind of see part of the issue here. We've got a little bit of slop. Now, the other thing I will say to keep in mind, though, this is also a higher mileage differential anyway. This already had about 100, or I think it's 70-some thousand miles on it, and I'm quite sure this probably was not torn in too much. So this rear end was probably already getting a little worn anyway. But bigger issue is it got ran low on oil. It had very little oil, not nearly what it should have had in it. And I think, well, we might have cooked her a little here. That's one of them things, you think you should always double check, and, sometimes you forget, and, well, I'm honestly impressed it made it as long as it did, if I'm being honest, before it really had a serious catastrophic failure. That's kind of the testament to the quality of these things, how tough they really are. But, yeah, if we peek in here, you know what, give me 1 second here, I'll get you a light, and we'll take a look in there. Alright, well, I got a light here. And my suspicions as to what actually was the final death nail for this differential was that it grenaded the pinion bearings. And sure enough, if you peek in there here, you can kind of see it is just a metal mess in there. And yeah, you can see maybe you can, here if I get the camera in there right. There you go. Yeah. See them pinion bearings just dancing around in there? So that is in fact what was the death nail for this differential. Those pinion bearings are in fact junk. I'm actually impressed. I think the side bearings here have actually survived somehow. I'm going to go ahead and blow this thing apart quick just to get an idea. See if I just need to put some bearings in it. Obviously, we're going to need a ring and pinion. It's also an open diff right now. Might look at upgrading that at the same time. I don't know. We'll have to do some investigation here. Take a little more of an in-depth look. But yeah, that is definitely what happened. And as you can kind of see, I think, well, maybe you can here. It looks like the pinion might have actually chewed the differential case up a little bit as well. So that could be a bit of an issue. I'll have to do a little more looking into that. But here, we'll get this blown apart quick, and we'll bring it back. We'll get you a little better look-see as to what's going on. All right, and here is the carnage. So here's the actual carrier assembly here. I mean, you can see it's not horrible, honestly. I mean, it's obviously chewed up quite a bit, and this gear set is absolutely smoked, but it's really not too bad. These side bearings actually feel pretty good, but the real carnage is in here. Just the roller bearings all just coming apart. You can see it actually appears to have ate the case a little bit. I'm going to have to do a little cleaning into this to actually verify. Here, let me get you a better look-see here. Yeah, you can kind of see, but the race did not spin, so it appears, and the other nose bearing here is actually still intact, and it really doesn't look too bad, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to clean this up, see actually how much damage it did do to the carrier. If it only did some minor scraping, it might be worth just cleaning it up, and it might be good enough to go back in the car just with some new bearings and a new ring and pinion set. But yeah, we will see. I'll probably do a little research on this, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there, see what seems like it's going to make sense. So, but yeah, this is, I think I'll probably leave y'all with this for now. I will bring you another update, but unfortunately, I think the car is going to be out of commission till we can get this solved. So, I appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, check your rear end oil. If you haven't done that recently, go do it, because yeah, you don't want this. This is not fun. Can't say I'm surprised, but still doesn't mean it's something good, and that's honestly something that it's 100% my fault, because it's very preventable. If I had checked that a little more frequently, I would have been able to know that a little more. But, you know, some things slip through the cracks, and, well, sometimes that's what happens as a result. So, check your rear end oil. But as always, I'll tell y'all what will bring you back when I figure out more what I want to do with this. I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you later.